Hello bourbon fans, I'm Tim the Suburban Dad, helping dads find great bourbon. Today we get to dive into something brand new to me, Remus Repeal. This is the 6th release from this year, 2022. And I don't know about your area, but around here in St. Louis area, it just like exploded. Every store got Remus Repeal at the same time, and it's just everywhere all of a sudden. I'm very interested to dive in. This is new to me. It's been recommended by several of you viewers. Thank you. Maybe. We'll see. Let's get to it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You are not going to want to miss out on any of the information that I have to share with you guys. And also, if you want even more updates in between videos, because I only release one once a week, follow me on Facebook. That's where I'm posting up-to-date information about what's changed, what's new, any recent developments that I picked up. You're not going to want to miss that. All right, so this is a brand new bottle. Just opening it for the first time. Let's check this bad boy out. I'm a big sucker for unique bottle designs, and I have to say, this one is pretty cool. Unique shape, unique design. I'm a fan. I like it. Let's have a pour and let it sit and open up for just a minute. Like I said, this is my very first time trying Remus Repeal. It's named thus because it's celebrating one of the most important dates in whiskey history. December 5th, 1933, the repeal of Prohibition. Kind of a big deal. It's bottled at 100 proof. It's a blend of 5 different bourbons. We got 2 8 years, 2 10 years, and a 14-year bourbon mixed in there. Now, naturally, the 14-year only makes up 2% of the whole bottle, but hey, still, it's in there. The only other bourbon that I've had that's been 14 years old was a Knob Creek store pick, which ended up not being that great, honestly, but it was also picked by Longhorn Steakhouse, so is it really surprising? Maybe not. Anyways, I was looking at the makeup of these bourbons, and the lowest content of rye in these is 21%. 21% for 3 of them, 36% for 2 of them. So that's a pretty good amount of rye in there, which is fantastic. I like a little bit of rye in my bourbon. This is put out by Ross and Squibb, which is formerly known as MGP. This is the 6th year that they've done this. Everyone raved about the 5th edition. So I have high hopes for number 6. And let's see what we got here. So right away, the color is a nice, rich, ambery tone. Definitely not weak looking by any means. And then on the nose, okay, so right away, still getting a little bit of ethanol kick. I'm trying to see if it'll open up a little bit here. Okay, so again, still getting some ethanol, but definitely caramel notes in there. Caramel and vanilla, pretty strong. A little bit of spice coming through. Maybe a little bit of cocoa in there. Almost like chocolate chip muffin, a little bit. It smells inviting, a little bit punchy on the nose, just a tad. Not enough to turn me off by any means, but let's see. I'm curious to taste. Cheers. Wow. Okay, that was a roller coaster. I need a second to process that. Sorry, but just let the magic happen here. So, okay, let's dive in again. That was crazy. This bourbon has quite the flavor profile to it. Right off the bat, it starts with some rich caramel. But then, so you think this big wave of flavor is coming in, it starts off that way, and then immediately it kind of mellows out. We hit this like fruity plateau. You get some apple in there, maybe a little bit of pear even. It just gets super mellow. It starts off like, man, coming in hot with a big flavor, but then it drops right away into the, like it's hard to describe this sensation. It's almost like a physical sensation in my mouth with the way this flavor unfolds. Caramel up front, fruit in the middle, apple, pear, tiny little hint of baking spice trying to come through at the end. Some maybe like cinnamonish. Not very strong there, just a tiny hint. The finish I must say the finish is not amazing. Moderate, maybe. Moderate. It's definitely not super thick and oily. It does coat your palate fairly nicely, but in like a smooth, gentle sort of bourbon massage. It's not a real thick, oily, like some of the Balcones bottles that I have. Those are some of the oiliest bourbons I've had. Man, that I cannot get over the experience that flavor brings out. It's wild. It takes you in different directions. The finish is more like a light honey note. Not quite floral, but just like honey water almost. Starts out big and bold, and then it really changes course, gets a little bit mellower, and then unfortunately at the end it does finish a little weak to me. The finish is not great. A very drinkable bourbon though. My goodness. Like if you had asked me, just taste this, what proof do you think it is? Probably like 86 proof, like really low. I'll be curious to see once it's been open for a little bit if that changes much, but man, I don't think I'd even want to add any water to this because it's so mellow, but not in an unpleasant way. It's just, like I said, the finish is the only thing that's holding me back from an amazing review of this. It's really good. I like it. It's really good. Like, you have to try this just for I've not had the flavor journey like I have with this. You can't really appreciate what I'm trying to say until you try it. Thank you. I know Sir Glenn and Wayne, you guys in particular, were two of the ones that recommended this, and anybody else who recommended it, thank you and cheers to you. Thanks for watching today. Until next time, cheers.